The NDS 800, I believe, has Mario printed on it. The NDS 801 is like the generic version with just the DS logo on it. So anyways, I'm guessing this is the NDS 901, which I believe is the DS follow-up to the GB6 line because of the positioning and flaps and everything. We'll get to that right now. Let's talk about the exterior of this case, which is definitely made by ALS Industries. On the back, we don't have a pocket. Some of those GB6 cases, they had a pocket on the back for storing manuals and link cables. We got this Stuff-A-Lon weave here, and there's no cardboard or anything except for right here. It feels like the very bottom, like this part here, it feels rigid. So there could very well be a little bit of cardboard in between there. But actually in between the layers of the case, there's probably about a pinky's worth of polyurethane foam between each of the layers. By the way, this is in pink, but I've seen it in a light blue. I've seen it, I'm just going to lift up the DS sign. I didn't have a light blue. I've seen it in black. I've seen it in white. So, and like I said, there's a very similar case to this called the NDS 700, which does not have this flap. So you might get it confused, or you might see that one more often, or whatever. Anyways, we got zipper pulls here with Nintendo stamped on it. That's cool. So this is where you slide in your system, okay? But it has a very weird feature here where there's like a divider in the bottom of this top compartment that's Velcroed. Okay, so you can actually open that up, and now the entire length of that bag is open. Here you can see my finger popping out. Whoa! So we've got these fishnet areas here, which is this a nice little pocket. You can put an extra stylus. You can put a charger in there. We got this expandable, flexible area, which I wouldn't trust anything in. Maybe some like headphones or something. But yeah, wouldn't trust it. And actually, there's actually about like a half a pinky's worth of polyurethane foam between for these pockets, which is nice. There's a little bit of extra padding. On the top, I think it's like a hodgepodge area. Throw anything in there. So what is this? What is that? Oh, stylus. I was like, what is this going on? I was like, what did I even do there? Anyways, hodgepodge area. So you'd think maybe you put the Game Boy up there, the DS up there. But no, I think this is for other things. I'll explain why in a second. But yeah, on the interior here, it's nylon, like very silky nylon, so it's not going to scratch anything. If you did decide to put your DS in there, which, you might. But I believe, because the packaging, packaging for the NDS 700 and the NDS 903 both have this little pocket on the side, which show that's where you put your DS Lite or DSi. So just like the GB6 line of game cases, you slide it in on the side. So let's slide in a DSi. Voila, and it fits snugly. There's plenty of room in there. Maybe we can fit a fat DS. So let me try that out. Fat DS. Fat DS. Does it fit? Holy crap. It fits. Oh yeah, that works. That works. Fat DS fits. Now, I have a DS Lite. And if a DSi fits, which is longer than a DS Lite, and a DS Fat fits, which is thicker than a DS Lite, surely a DS Lite will fit. On the interior here, by the way, it's you're not going to probably pick it up on the camera, but it's polyester. It's that kind of it's not silky, but it's here. You can probably catch that. That's the material on the inside. Come on, camera. That is the material. If my camera focuses on the on the interior. Very soft, furry kind of material. Not gonna scratch your systems. So DS Lite goes in the pocket and fits and can close. So yeah, this is probably the NDS. I didn't even mention the strap, did I? No, you did not. Here's the shoulder strap. For some reason, they got a buckle there as if you could remove it, but on the other side you can't remove it. See on the other side. It is adjustable though in length, and it's not like a weird backpack thing either. I like this case. It's like a little. It's almost like the universal transporter case from Power A, but thinner. So, yeah. Anyways, probably the NDS901. Whenever I find the true packaging for this and I find the model number, I'll update the title, or I'll if I do find the packaging before this video comes out, I will take off the autofocus. I will, show that at the beginning of the video like I do for most of these. Anyways, this one's definitely made by ALS though.